And now, to present our next award, please join me in welcoming writer, producer, and college lecturer Ron Taylor.
Thank you so much. I first attended, I think, the Media Awards several years ago when Alec Baldwin was the honoree, and I've had the opportunity to be with you on a few occasions since then. It's a special pleasure to be back again this year. Let me first of all congratulate MPAC for conceiving and staging these awards. Like the NAACP Image Awards, the Alma and Imagen Awards, and presentations from other communities, these kinds of recognitions really signal to Hollywood the appreciation of large groups of media and entertainment consumers. They kind of tip, if you will, storytellers to the importance of the emerging and very lucrative multicultural marketplace that is developing in our country today. However, it's not always easy to impress Hollywood with the story that's being told here tonight. When I first started at Fox 10 years ago, as the head of all diversity efforts for the creative units at the company, there was some resistance at times to the notion that producers should begin to think differently about the characters they created and about the actors that they cast to play them. One of the exceptions was a show that premiered in my second year on the job, a show called Bones. Creator and executive producer Hart Hansen and his fellow executive producer Barry Josephson were always receptive to our message that the broadcast audience was becoming more diverse, but more importantly, that an urban-based show would probably achieve greater credibility and a greater contemporary sense if it included people of different races and religions. So you can imagine how happy I was to call Sue and Salam about 3 years ago to ask them if they'd been watching Bones and whether they knew that the producers of the show had added a Muslim American character to the program. It was even more of a pleasure for me to be able to say to them, don't thank me, I had nothing to do with it. This wasn't the case of the diversity guy lobbying for another Muslim character on television or on a Fox show. This was a case of the Bones producers themselves sitting down and trying to create another original and interesting character to add to their own unique world of sleuths and nerds and cops and geniuses. It led them to create the character of Dr. Rastu Vaziri and to cast Pej Vahdat, who represents, I think, a figure that is very much like the Muslim community I've come to know over these past few years, a community that is modern and sophisticated, professional, and American. Unfortunately, we are in the later critical stages of an annual television crucible called pilot season. And though Hart Hansen had quickly accepted MPAC's invitation to come and accept the award tonight, he unfortunately right now is dealing with an emergency that arose on one of his very high-profile pilots just today. Fortunately, we are very well represented, the show is very well represented, I should say, by a key writer on the show, and by Pej Vahdat, who plays the character Dr. Vaziri. So please welcome, first of all, Keith Fogelsong from the writing staff of Bones, and Pej Vahdat.
Wow. This is awesome. This is really cool. So thank you. And on behalf of Hart Hansen, Stephen Nathan, and the entire cast and crew of Bones, thank you so much for this. This is an honor. Bones is a show about people who use science to solve murders. But at its core, Bones it's a show about the search for a deeper truth. And I think the character of Aristu Varazi, played by the fantastic Pej Vahdat, allows us to shine a light on a faith that, honestly, a large percent of our audience may not be familiar with. And if we can help inform them, then I think we've done our job. So again, on behalf of all of us at Bones, thank you so much.
I just want to thank MPAC for honoring me and Bones for this wonderful award. I'd like to thank my parents for allowing me 1 year to make it. Thank you. That was 9 years ago. I'd like to thank Hart and Steven and Fox for giving an actor who is Muslim American to play a part that's not a terrorist. Let's put it out there, you know. So it's an honor and a blessing, and it's really something I've been so fortunate to be a part of. And it seems to me as an actor that it's going towards that way. More and more shows, more and more movies, more and more theater is showing this. And it's getting better and better and better, and I'm really honored to be a part of that. So thank you very much.
I'm not an actor, which is why I missed my cue. I'm supposed to go that way, get the awards.